Good evening to everyone and welcome to this lecture, which is on Introduction to Threats, Vulnerabilities and Countermeasures. So, I am a scientist B and I have been working in Certin since the last 3 years. I joined in 2017 as a scientist B. It's been an amazing experience in this domain of cybersecurity, and as part of this, we also get this opportunity to share our knowledge with the other of our colleagues in other departments of the government of India and the private sector and the public sector organizations. Since we are into this, let's just go through the basics first. Let's just see what cybersecurity is. This is a Wikipedia definition, and although there's not much that we can make out of it, but we'll just look at it once. Computer security or IT security is the protection of computer systems from theft or damage to their hardware, software, or electronic data, as well as from disruption or misdirection of services they provide. So this is just a definition, but I think we all know what cybersecurity basic is basically protecting our information technology infrastructure, which includes all our computers and servers and everything that you see on your mobile phone. It is part of this infrastructure. So why is this important, and why do we need to have these kind of lectures, and why do we need to sit all day and hear to boring lectures? These are the main points, and the main thing is that almost everything that we use right now is in some way reliant on computer systems. So you can see that a lot of things around you are also getting connected to the internet. Some years back, the phone used to be pretty dumb in the sense that there's not much that the phone could do itself. It could make phone calls and it could just send SMSs. But in the past, I think 10, 12 years, the phones have also become smart. And now the phones are also connected to the internet. Similarly, recently you might have seen that even air conditioners and even fans, refrigerators, cars, everything is slowly getting connected to the internet. So this is why it is becoming even more important, because more and more number of devices are actually getting connected to the internet, and we need to make sure that all of them are secure and all of them do not function in any manner other than what is intended. So a fan should not start running by itself at home while you're not there, and your car should not start the engine while you're not present and without your knowledge. So all these things need to be made sure, and that is why it is really important for us to study cybersecurity and to understand the basics of it, so that at our end, being users and being laymen, we can understand certain basic best practices so that we can protect our own assets at least. So all these things which are connected to the internet, we call this Internet of Things. You might have heard of these IoT devices. So that is why this is really important to look at the cybersecurity of all of them. And then a lot of our data is nowadays online. So earlier it used to be in files, we used to have folders, we used to have notepads and everything, but now everything that you do is basically online. If you have a profile on social media, you have a presence online, and a lot of your data would be there on some server on the internet. And even if you're using a simple mail client, a lot of your personal communications and contacts are actually residing on some server someplace else which you do not know about. And then the last point, which is I think the most important, is that even money is online. So you might have used debit cards and credit cards and net banking. So even your money is actually flowing online. So if we don't, if we need to make sure that our money stays where it is intended to be, we need to make sure that we take care of certain best practices so that we don't fall prey to fraudsters. So now looking at the cybersecurity goals. So there are these are the three basic goals of cybersecurity. So when we used to study this in college, this was actually called the CIA of cybersecurity. So the first thing is that we need to protect the confidentiality, which means that if I have certain confidential data stored on some server, it should not be visible to somebody who I have not given it access to. So that means confidentiality, something which is secret should stay a secret. Second thing is maintaining integrity. So if I have a bank account which says that I have 50,000 rupees in my account, then some if a fraudster should not be able to change that value to 5,000. This is called integrity, which means the data should be there as it is. It as it was there. It should not be able to be changed by someone who does not have access to it. So that is integrity. And then the third point, availability, which means that my system and my server should be available at all times. So if you've been following the news, you might have heard that yesterday there was a crash somewhere in Google, and then a lot of service or a lot of its services were not available for a lot of time. So as far as we know till now, it was not because of a cyber attack, because of some malfunction at their own end. But if there is if there is a fraudster who wants to actually take down a particular website, then there are mechanisms by which he can attack the website in such a way that the website does not remain available, and anybody who is trying to access the website gets to see an error page instead. So that is ensuring availability. So these are the main goals of cybersecurity. And now we look at certain current trends of what all has been going on in the cybersecurity space. These are some very basic, very commonly known incidents which were reported in the newspapers also. And some of you might have actually heard about a lot of them. So we'll just go through some of these incidents and what happened and what is actually going on nowadays. So a large number of attacks have been noticed on the banking infrastructure of late, and some of these are actually listed down here. One of them is called Cosmos Bank. The second is called City Union Bank, and the third one was Bangladesh Central Bank, which was in 2016. Just hold on for a second. Actions.